What's going on, folks? Painless? Ah, yeah, had a great holiday. Mm, uh, yeah, had a great holiday. Went home to Alabama for Christmas, and then I came back for New Year's, and I didn't do anything for New Year's. Last year I was in Vegas for New Year's, and I didn't even this New Year I didn't even make it to 12 o'clock. I was down, um, sleep, ready to hit the gym the next morning. Um, but yeah, as I've gotten older, that stuff I don't give a damn about watching no ball drop at midnight. you know. Um, so it was just another, thankful to see another year and all that. But yeah, and thank y'all for the birthday wishes. Some of y'all in my last video in the comments. Appreciate that. But moving along, this this conversation is like I said in a video, couple videos back. I said that it's evolved, the gender war. But this is see the what I'm as I've gotten older and I see things for what they are. Uh, you can mesh this in with politics. The late David Carroll used to talk about a lot of this and how how the black Negro, the African American Negro, needs to be politically re-educated. Now, I knew what he meant when he was saying that, but now I even know more. I have more insight now into what he meant by that and the overall landscape in that. And it coincides with the relationships and the stuff that's going on in the so-called black community, which I've been saying to ad nauseum. I was watching, well, not watching. You know how you on your phone and everything's about shorts now. Little 20-second clips and stuff like that. And I was watching. A interview. I don't know what year. I believe it was in the 90s. And what's his name? Let me pull up the guy's name. And he's made some decent material. Um, he's made some decent material. In the past, when I first started dealing with YouTube, Dr. Claude Anderson. And he talks a lot about powernomics. I think that's a term he created or something that he deals with. And, I've listened to Dr. Neely Fuller in the past. Thomas Sowell is I've been listening to Thomas Sowell. And it's funny now, I'm seeing people trying to delegitimize Thomas Sowell and call him all types of this and that, coons, and doesn't know what he's talking about. And these are usually the nuts and berries Negroes out here. The ones that just sit on the internet all day. Nothing wrong with that, as long as you're making money. But they're just sitting on the internet all day trying to disprove things that make them in their feelings. But anyway, Dr. Claude Anderson, he said that, and like I said, this is like in the you could tell it was in the 90s or early 2000s. And he was spot on. He said that the African American is going to be, by the year 2015, a permanent underclass. And that these groups that are going to come in, and remember I used to say this, folks, these groups that are coming in now, don't have that. You see all these Asians, and I've said this before. I've worked in the registrar's office. I've worked in a international college admissions department, and I've said that Asians are some of the biggest immigration busters. When I mean illegals, because they come over here on the school visas, and they'll do a semester, and they get ghosted. You'll never hear from them again. But the Hispanic is the poster child for illegal immigration. Anyway, so he went on to say that with the influx of immigration via, borders and Asians and Hispanics, these groups don't have, quote unquote, the white guilt that many white Americans have. When they look at African Americans and you couple that with media, they see they can be in Guatemala somewhere in a favela or whatever, or Brazil, and they see the downtroddenness of the African American Negro from thousands of miles away. And then they get over here, and this is what he said, they get over here and they look at us as competition. They look at us as competition. They look at us as food. Not compadres, not brothers, not black and brown bullshit. They don't have that. And what's so ironic is the African American Negro, via the black church, which the late David Carroll used to talk about, is oblivious to this concept. They are literally welcoming people who have no type of unity or want to have any type of unity with the African American Negro. Yet the Negro is the first ones who don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, offering aid and cover, offering things of that nature, and those people don't give a shit about them, about us. So he went on to say that, and I'll be damned, he's spot on. You look at it now. Well, panelists, where you going with this? Well, what's this have to do with the gender war? What's this have to do? How does illegal immigration, how are you drawing, brother, these conclusions? Well, I'm going to tell you why. The black woman in America has decided, a good many of them, not all, a great many of them, rather, have decided to choose career, prominence, status over what many women, coincidentally, the illegal women that come here seem to have innate within them, being a supporter and a true partner, not looking at her counterpart, her male counterpart, as competition. And where do they learn this from? A lot of it is learned in intelligentsia, aka colleges and universities. A lot of this is learned at home. We can trace this through the unique black family dynamic in America since we've been here, in which, especially in the South, where it's kind of okay to have this big mama role where women aren't questioned. It's always Medea, big mama. Mama said that, and if you look at black men, if you look at most black men, you can't tell them shit about their mama or anything like that. You can't tell them a damn thing. And they will go to the grave, literally, protecting their falsehood instead of checking shit the way it should be. So when you have a guy like me, and I'm from the South, but many of y'all know I lived in Hawaii for a good amount of time, amongst other places. And that shit does, if it don't make sense, I'm not following. I don't care if it's my own mama. I got to protect myself. And I would be doing a disservice as a man, which a lot of black men are scared to act or be like in relationships with black women. I would be doing a disservice. Because my opinion is that, look, and guys, you need to understand this shit right here. As much as you try to play coy and walk on eggshells and be the nice guy and all that shit, when them lights is off, when them kids is running outside and I'm looking and I'm like, why they ain't got no coat on and stuff like that? Yeah, while you trying to shy away and let this woman run you, you're going to bear that responsibility for that child not having a coat on while them lights, electricity is shut off. So in America, it's like, this is how it is in America with men. You get all the blame at the end, but you can't. But when you try to exercise authority to thwart that blame, no, they don't want that. They don't, you can't. Oh no, you can't have authority to do shit. Women's, equality. It's a woman's world, soft life and all this shit. But soon as shit fuck up, they expect you to jump on that grenade and take all the blame. That's what we living in America. And men, you need to knock that shit off. If it costs you sleeping alone at night, oh well, I'd rather do that. I would rather do that. See, because it comes to where you got to have some dignity and you got to have some type, as a man, you got to have some dignity about yourself. So, but yeah, that's where a lot of that stuff is cultivated to make black women feel this way. And then when a guy like me stumbles through, and I'm not towing the line like the five brothers right here, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You should follow the script. Like, who are you? Who do you think you are? And I tell women that all the time. And women get go. I've always said this. When they sense that they can't get over you on no bullshit, they'll leave your ass alone. It's just like people in your family know who to ask for $20 from. They're like, oh yeah, Tanya should be. Let me ask Tanya. Oh yeah, let me ask Roderick. Oh yeah, let me ask Dwayne. Oh, Painter. Oh no, I ain't fucking with him. He ain't going. He has too many questions. See, and that's how you want shit to be. You want to know. You want them when they stumble across your name, like, oh no, he gonna ask too many questions. And good, you damn right. I sure am gonna ask questions. Because if you can't explain, then you don't need this goddamn $20. And people don't like to hear that, especially women. They do not like to know. They do not like when guys got the ups on their ass. They're like, oh, he's too, Because, I can get into all the, at the end of the day, and this is not a woman hating, women are great, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I think about why guys kill women, killer simps, killing women, killing the family. And I'm like, damn, brother, you did all that shit just for that, between that woman's legs? I mean, at the end of the day, that's the only thing, and that's not even a good reason. Ain't no reason. But that's why you did. That's why you killed her new boyfriend, because you can't get between her legs no more? Really? You about to go and sit your ass down for the rest of your damn natural life over some vagina. I mean, that's the only, But yeah, this, like Dr. Claude Anderson said, black folks, and I've said this, and you couple that with politics, and you couple that with the college intelligentsia, the liberal breeding grounds that teach that are teaching these black women up in here that, oh yeah, oh, diversity, oh, it's great, oh yeah, and then you couple that with these church niggas. Oh, they're a child of God. Oh, it's a shame they down there in that desert and all that. And me, I'm like, look, if you knew your child had multiple sclerosis in Honduras, then you should have stayed your ass in Honduras instead of dragging their ass through rattlesnake, coyote-infested deserts, jumping on trains, sleeping on cactuses, just to get to America. That's your damn fault. And you look. And see, but see, when you say that, and I'm being brash, I'm being very brash and and petty and extra. But see, those are some of the things that need to be addressed. That's some of the shit. Fuck a damn child of God. God gave you a brain, right? Well, your brain should have said, let me not bring my child that got cancer. Let me stay here in El Salvador and all that shit instead of dragging my cancer, my child that's been diagnosed with cancer. And then you expect me to look on Channel 5 News and they do a heartstrings segment and I'm supposed to be fucking sorry? Oh, painless you being, that's not Christ-like. Oh, well. Oh, well. You know what's not Christ-like? You women out here that are that you're not doing what's said in the book, in your religious doctrines. That's what's not Christ-like, especially in the so-called black community. Black folks, the church niggas are the least followers of the very books. Just like the late David Carroll used to say. And his knowledge, his I ain't gonna say teachings, but the shit he used to say is so resonating now. Where he used to say that the American black Negro, the party that they support is diabolically opposed to the very teachings that they sit up and listen to every damn Sunday. Abortion, same sex. I mean, a multitude of other things. And now we couple that with economic, it's economic warfare. You up here lauding people, a party. You're lauding a party and supporting a party that is allowing people to come, that is allowing now. Allowing. We see the shit on TV. That is allowing people to come, not in their communities, not Northside Chicago, not Evanston, Illinois. No, they're putting them right in Inglewood, right in the Austin area of Chicago. Ain't that? And you well, I think they fucked around and found out. I think them Chicago Negroes have messed around and found out that the very party they've been supporting is allowing people to come in and not say this, but become competitors, adversaries. These people are adversaries to the so-called black community. adversaries. And guess who some of the biggest proponents of this? The college educated black woman. Because she's trained in these schools of liberalism. When I see a sister that's liberal, I'm like, how'd you get there? And what are you liberal of? You know? And we see liberalism is, look, I've said this. A lot of Caucasians and other groups, see, and I'm about to get into this. Because I'm seeing conversations, folks. I'm seeing, God be damn, boy. I'm seeing people on the internet talk about black men, white supremacists in terms of masculinity. And I told you that, and I've said this, it's coming from these liberal, scepter-ring, earth, nuts and berries Negroes out here that, scammers, they don't want to work, so they want to be entrepreneurs, boss bitches. A 9 to 5 to them is a waste of time and all this. But they have so much to say about they say that if you're a black man that handles business, that's white. That's white supremacy. And I told y'all about this sister I met. She said I gave her cop vibes. And I said, really, to black folks, that was really a diss to me. But I looked at her life. And you gotta, look, this is the thing, folks. Painless said it. Look at a person's life. Now, this sister, I don't really want to go because she's she's irrelevant. But I use these women as talking points to describe the mind of these sisters out here. She said I gave her cop vibes. And I'm telling you, brothers, black women do not like responsible men. They think they want a responsible man. See, because to be a man that kicks ass and takes names and does this having a regular goddamn job, having your own place, paying your own bills is so revolutionary in the so-called black community to be a black man and have that. Because that represents, and I've told some black women this, and they've blocked my ass. They've stopped talking to me because I know the jig is up. You can't pull that shit on me. So what do? They get with a Pookie or Ray Ray because he offers no resistance. He offers no resistance. They essentially hold power over him. And I said this to ad nauseum too. To be a straight black male handling your business, you have sisters out here that would rather deal with a drug dealer than deal with a brother who got his shit going on, because they know they can't just pull shit over on him and dismiss him when they're tired. Because if you do that, oh well, I'll just go back to my own house and start messing with you altogether. And especially in the South, where you have this Southern Belle bullshit going on, I should open the door for you, even though you an ain't shit ass chick. Look, I don't open doors for any old woman, any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not doing that. I don't argue with women. What? I know I'm fast. Look, this what when I had conversations with women like this, I tell them, look, why am I going to argue with you and bow up to you and threaten you? Because first off, I'm faster than you. I'm stronger than you. I'm bigger than you. Why do I need to flex on you? I can pick you up by your throat by one hand with one arm. I ain't finna argue. But see, when you're in a weak position, that's why I said killer simps are really immature guys that are in weak-minded positions. They're essentially behind the fucking 8 ball, and that's their only way to exercise authority is to shoot the club up. But see, and that's what, and a lot of sisters like that. They like chaos. So when I hear a sister talking about, I want this and that and shit, I'm like, you got to prove that. But yeah, just to get back on that, we have people out here, and I've said this before. Look, check this out, folks. Black folks ain't nothing but white people in dark face. That's all we are. That's all we are. So, just like when I hear Tariq Nasheed or I see all these people, you got these Asians having breakdancing competitions. You having white girls out here twerking, and I like this one. You got these Mexican women down in Texas having their own Latin AKA or whatever they do in the sororities. And I'm like, and then black folks are like, we can never have nothing by ourselves. Damn. Well, I tell you this, when your culture has been reduced to cornbread, chitlins, collard greens, and breakdancing, what the fuck do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, them Koreans fry chicken better than your Madea. Yes, they do. They fried chicken tastes better than your Aunt Kuta. Yes. Yes, it does. Them Koreans is frying better chicken than your Uncle Larry. Yes, they are. Yes, it tastes better. Yes. When all your culture is dancing, singing, and cooking unhealthy food, anybody can do that shit. So what them Ethiopians is putting Berber in they mac and cheese? Who gives a shit? We can never have nothing on our own. What you think the white man feel like when you got these Prince Hall Masons and these, where you think all that shit came from? All these AKA Q-Dog, you think you just came over on the boat with that shit? No, you got it from the Caucasians. So imagine how Caucasians feel. Damn. Can't have nothing by ourselves. No, they don't give a shit because you know what? They're out there kicking ass, taking names, and you want this shit? Hey, you want to mirror and you'll never be a real Mason, but you can have this Prince Hall shit. Oh, you'll never be you can have this, Oh, you want AME? Go ahead, make your little churches. Pray to the God that looks like us. So stop it. Stop. See, these little frivolous, nonsensical conversations, thoughts, microaggressions about race and shit, but you ain't doing shit. But you about to fuck around and no, you have. Because Pedro is here, Quan Ling is here, and they right up under you. And like Dr. Claude Anderson said, they don't have that white guilt that many Caucasians have. And I remember I've talked about this shit over 10 years ago. That many of these groups, like, The white man, you can bow up to him, and white woman scared. She don't want to hit back, or they don't want to be labeled this and this. Maria and Jose is going to chuck Modelo bottles at your ass and pull out a butterfly knife and cut your ass up. You come through thinking like you can just punk everybody and bow over everybody. No. They ain't having that shit. And secondly, they come from countries where I think Guatemala or El Salvador had the highest murder rate in the damn world. These people ain't coming over here to play with your ass. They already don't mess with you and like you. See, that's the thing about Hispanics. I'm not talking about the Hispanics in Texas and all that shit in Austin and San Antonio. They don't even speak Spanish. They don't even know how to speak Spanish. They are Tejan, whatever. They just, yeah. But these people coming over here now, see, the thing with them is they're really not trying to get into and be Caucasian. They want the benefits of living here and having their own little enclave and don't fuck with nobody else, which is fine. I mean, I can care less because I know what's going on. You know, these Hispanics are in places that you would never think, especially in the South, off the beaten path. And what's going to happen is, and I've said this before, you sisters out here, you divester sisters that are so enamored, like, oh, Chico, all right. What's going to happen? They're going to impregnate you, and you're just going to be the very thing which you thought you was running from brothers is, except now you're going to have a little mixed Jose now. And he probably got, and I told you about a story where I knew this sister who knew this black sister who was 18, and this is not a couple counties over, was messing with Jose, and he gave her AIDS. So you go ahead, you tired of brothers, you want to try something else, or your Jose, you think he's different, gonna treat you better. He don't like your ass too. He just likes that big Bushima booty you got, and he's just gonna leave you high and dry. He's not leaving Maria for you. And then you're gonna be sitting around a bunch of them, and they're gonna be talking about your ass in Spanish, and you're gonna be looking silly. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Because the people don't have no I ain't saying no, but it's happening for a reason. And I've said that the powers that be, Caucasians, they're done placating to you, Negro. They've given you affirmative, well, they took that shit back. They're giving you initiative programs, Boys and Girls Club, community leaders, money, billions of dollars in funds, community centers, gun turn-in programs. They're done with your ass. They are done with the African American Negro. And if you, as a black person, didn't or aren't capitalizing on what's before you now, your ass is through. Your ass is through. That's why, I'm not scared about Jose and Maria coming over here. A lot of you Negroes are, though. You feeling it right now. I'm seeing videos of Negroes complaining of Asian restaurants in black communities hiring Hispanics, but on their phone, look, they don't hire us. They don't hire us. You got Negroes going into Walk Express, mad at the Asian man. They are mad at Chin because Chin has decided to hire Ricardo. Ain't that some shit? And see, that is a person that has drizzled. You can't swim, you bound to drizzle. That's what's happening. That's so though that is here, folks, black folks. That is here. They're done with you. They are done with you. They're moving on to Maria and Jose. Those are, and they're not going to fumble like me and you. Now there's some black folks that have wisely taken advantage of, but there's a great many that haven't. So I know I've said a lot, but yeah, I just want to talk about that. Like, no, this gender war is coupled in its tentacles have spread out. It's branched off into so many other areas. Like I said, immigration. You know, these sisters out here that that just they promote that. They promote that. They're choosing other parties. You know, this whole vote blue shit. This who don't care as long as it's blue or so whatever stupid shit they be saying. Well, yeah, it's to their detriment. You got these sisters out here traveling, going to places where you can be kidnapped by themselves, only just to post that shit on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. No man in sight. I say hey to them, bye dog, die alone. Painless out.